Hey, welcome back to the Void. We are here in a fun little game called Dobbel Dungeon. It is a turn-based roguelike. It's a pretty long one too, pretty long roguelike. Like one run, if you do everything in it, it takes I think at least an hour. It says new game and there's that exclamation mark because I have new characters that I haven't played yet. 4 difficulties: beginner, normal, challenging, tactician. Beginner, enemies are weaker and use a simplified action set. Defeated heroes are fully restored after battle. Take 1 step forward, normal. Now when your heroes are defeated, they become ghosts. And then just enemies are stronger, and they used advanced action set. My very first run I did on normal, and then I completely skipped challenging and went straight to tactician, and I think I beat it in 6 attempts. And I mean, I didn't technically lose my runs, I didn't like how they started, so I just reset. So I mean, I'll admit I forfeited, so that counts as a loss, but I didn't like, there wasn't a game over screen. But real fun. I really like this game. I love the art. We're gonna do normal because I'm not really looking to play for very long. I know I did hop on to stream because I felt like it, but I also don't want to be here until like 12 in the morning. Granted, I know it's not going to take that long if I do tactician, but still, I want to relax before bed. I got home from working 12 hours. So there are 8 characters in the game. You start off when you buy the game and you start playing for the very first time. You start off with Christian, Amber, and Elm. Those are your 3 beginner characters. Those are the ones that I'm going to select for this stream. I actually plan to stream tomorrow and Monday, and I want to do. I really wish they had 9 characters so I could divide it up perfectly into like 3 squads of 3, because you're picking 3 characters. You can see down here on the bottom right, 1, 2, 3. So if I go to Christian, I hit add to party. Amber, you could see them fill up in the bottom there. Those are your heroes for your run. Yeah, I wish they had just one more hero so I could divide it up perfectly into 3 squads of 3, so there's no repeats. Because I mean, my very first run, these are the only characters I had unlocked, so I beat my very first run on normal with Christian, Amber, and Elm. And then for my second run on tactician, I had Elm, Amy, and Barbara. So I'll go through and I'll show you the others as well. Amy, Pete, you got Barbara, Melody. I love Melody. I haven't played her yet. I just unlocked her the last time I played. When I beat Tactician, I unlocked her. But I'm very excited because I adore her. She's a bard, and she's just adorable. Then you got Sprocket, which is like engineer. I also really like Amber. I think she's adorable as well, but that's besides the point. Melody is my number 1. We're gonna hit start. Get right into it. There's a whole cutscene that you guys aren't seeing because I already saw the cutscene. When you play for the very first time, it goes through a whole cutscene, and you're actually limited. So before I get to that, I want to show you this section right here. This circle this circle, like all these little discolored circles here, they are shops. So this one is the Mystic, and these other 4 are like general different types of shops. Like this one's like a general shop, I believe. This guy is weapons, armor, or no. I forget what this guy is. I think this guy's weapons and this guy's armor. And the Mystic does something special. But I'll show you all that when we get to it. If we get to it, because I'm not gonna do... So, you start off with this. Greenwood Isle. That is the very first one you go to when you start the game, and that's the only one you have access to. When you beat that, this ship comes back, and you have access to Blackbone Bay. And then, that's 2 of the 4 regions. There are 4 regions. Once you beat 2 of them, you can come over here, and you can fight the boss. And that's like the end of the run. When you fight the boss and win, that's the end of the run. You have to beat 2 out of the 4 regions to have access. You do not have to go and fight the boss once you beat 2 regions. You could do all 4 regions, and doing that makes the boss stronger at the end. I'm not going to tell you why. Like, play the game, get the story yourself. I'm just giving you how it works. But defeating all of the regions makes the boss as strong as it can possibly be at the end. I'm only going to do 2 regions today, and probably the other streams as well. I'm going to go ahead and get into Greenwood Isle, the very first one. Okay, so now these little circles here are your zones. They're not all appearing right now. You can do all of them. So you can select between these 2. Again, you can do all of them. You don't have to select. It's not like a choice that you can't undo. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to start off with a villager rescue. It's a defend mission. So you have to defend the little villager. So the villager is going first. You can see all over here. Let me move my... There we go. Okay. Sorry, when I click out, there's no option to have background sound. Like when I click out of the screen, it closes the sound out. So that's why the music went away for a little bit. But up here is the turn order. Over here on the right, you have your main objectives, which is ambush, which is these guys. They're trying to kill the villager here. We got to protect the villager. And then you have your bonus, okay? End the mission with villager at full HP. Defeat enemies with melee attacks. So first thing I'm going to do, I see all of my enemies over here, all 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to get my villager as far away as I possibly can. You have actions you could do. Every character rolls dice. So you'll see the enemies are going to do it too. The enemies are rolling dice, and that's determining their actions. And now it's my turn again as Amber. I rolled a 5 and a 6. You have move, which I click and it brings up the grid. It has my distance. My attacks. I have dice, so I can re-roll. And I have buff. And I have dash. These are the things that you start with. And then there's other extra things that you can get with items and various things. So I'm going to go ahead and move her. Do I even need to move her? I think I can reach him. No, I'm just shy. So I'm going to move her a little bit here. I'm going to do fire. Can I reach him? I can. So every attack has its own little thing. Again, if you guys buy and play the game yourself, it's going to give you the rundown, the tutorial. So for example, Claw. Deal 3 physical damage. And right here, there's no requirement. I could put any dice in there. It doesn't matter. I'm dealing 3 damage flat. My Firebolt. Deal dice fire damage. And there's no dice requirement here. So I could put in my 5, and I'm dealing 5 fire damage. I put in my 6, I'm dealing 6. And this guy's got 6 health. So, he's dead. And I can still move. So I just attacked. I can still use the rest of my movement to move around. I can undo my movement. I'm just going to move her up here. And I should be fine with that. Now I'm going to end my turn. Now Elm is going. Elm is the druid. So he's got Splash. His is a set. So it's deal 3 physical damage and apply wet. That'll come in handy later for some of his future spells. Healing word. So this one, target regains dice divided by 2 HP. And then the same thing, just your basics. And right now, also, they're very low in terms of how much they can do. Like, you can see right here, for slash, it says 1. That means I only have 1 use of my slash. I can only do it once. But once I put my dice in here, what's he got? He's got 3 health, right? So let me see if I can re-roll this 2. Okay, there we go. That takes care of him. I'm gonna move Christian up just a little bit here. You know what? I'll move him right to the bridge. Now, Christian has something different. He has Defend. So, gain dice divided by 2 shield. So I do that, and it rounds up. So 5 divided by 2, obviously, is 2.5. It rounds up. I got 3 shield. We always love a game that rounds up. And I end my turn, and now it's the enemies again. You're gonna end the turn. I don't need the villager to do anything for me. Let's re-roll this too. Let's see if we can get a bigger... There we go! Big number! Big number, baby! Let's hit this one with a firebolt. And now we're gonna go ahead and smack this one with our claws. End turn. Now, I'm gonna leave this one alive because what I want to do... I want to weaken this one. And I'm gonna end my turn. Well, actually, hold up. Let's see if I can get a bigger number here. 5. Okay, that's good. Heal. Go ahead and put that right on her.
Nice.
Full health. So I want to make sure I get my boner challenges, right? So I'm leaving them weak. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna whip out my sword. I'm gonna smack him right upside the head. And now I'm gonna really close in on this last guy here. I'm sure he's scared as hell because he's a pork scout. You see up there, right? You see his name? He's not an orc. He's a pork because he's a pig. That's actually the very first time I noticed that. I haven't read their names when I've been playing. I've just been focused on playing. But I like that. That's funny. Pork scout. All he's got is the bow. And that's another thing. You can click on them and it shows you, like, pork scout. It shows you their health, their movement, how many dice they're rolling, and their actions. So you can also hover over them and it shows you their position in the attack order, or you could come up here, you can hover over their portrait and it'll highlight them in red. I know that's a little hard to see, but it'll highlight them in red and it'll bring up their HP bar. So you know which enemy is where on the map. And it's very handy, especially when you're playing Tactician. Because Tactician, it took me a couple tries just because I was being picky. But it's tricky, but it's not that hard. Like, once you figure out what you're doing, you can do it pretty safely, pretty easily. Okay, so we got the basic rewards for doing the main objective, protect the villager. We got skill points, and this time we got a random item. Sometimes it's just money, sometimes it's a random item. And then we got our boner items as well. Again, so usually it's money for the bonus items, but sometimes you'll get actual equipment items. Okay. So now you'll see that has opened us up access to these two, and I can still go back and I can do this one, I can do this one, I can do this one, I can do every single thing on the map. It's just a matter of what order I want to do it in. So I got skill points, right? You can see up here, well, you can see up here 3, 122, and party. I think that's actually a better position for my webcam, because I think... Sorry, I know it's weird when the music cuts out. Okay. I don't think that's going to cover anything now. I mean, it's going to cover stuff, but that's alright. So I could either go into party, and I can go between my characters. You see I got Christian, Amber, Elm, skills, equipment. So the way this game works, you get 3 skill points. That's universal. So I could either spend 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. I could spend 2 and 1, 2 and 1. I could spend 1. I could spend all 3 on one character. It all depends on what kind of playstyle you have. But what I find personally in the harder difficulty for Tactician, it is very detrimental that you spread out the skill points and you go for this first. So over here it has increase output by 2, right? So any dice I put in there, because this is deal dice physical damage, if I put a 6 in there, that is going to increase the output by 2. I'm going to do 8 damage. This is the one you want first for all of them. Increase amount of uses by 1. So you remember how I told you that number 1, that means I can only use / 1 time my turn? Now I can use it twice. That is very important on Tactician starting out. And Amber, whoops. You could also, what is also very cool is you can undo it. All you gotta do is click. Or if you do that, you could refund all down here in the bottom right. So it's very forgiving. I love the fact that you can do that and it doesn't like push you into your choice even if you made a mistake. So I don't think, yeah, Firebolt doesn't increase the amount of uses, unfortunately. But Elm does increase the amount of uses, then output. So what I'm actually going to do, because I'm not playing Tactician, so it doesn't really matter, I'm going to go ahead and give Amber the burn. I'm going to give her some health. And you have to spend skill points to get to the next tier. So you have to spend 3 on her, and you get these. There are 4 branches. Then I'm going to give her a reroll. Because I like Amber. I like her abilities. Elm, though. Elm is... Don't sleep on Elm. Elm is what carried my tactician run. Elm is a freaking beast. Now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna do this one, which is a different form of protect mission. I will say I am a little disappointed in the thing. Forget like the poster. In the poster art for the game, it shows Elm riding a bear. There's no bear. I was a little disappointed. I wanted bear. I wanted a bear. Alright. Okay, so this... Oh no, this one's not another villager protection. This is attack. So defeat all enemies and destroy all pork tents. So this is a pork tent. You can actually farm this. So every time you kill an enemy, they drop gold dice, which rolls and it gives you gold. This pork tent continuously spawns enemies. You could farm it if you really wanted to. It's not that worth it. It's not worthwhile, but you could. You could. Also, here is a treasure chest. Sometimes they'll have treasure chests on the map. And it depends on the chest. This one is a basic chest. It only takes 1 dice to open. This time I got money. Sometimes you'll get items. Sometimes you'll get money. It's just either or. That was unfortunate. Do 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 do. Okay, can I reach you? I gotta move forward a bit more. I'm gonna hit the 10. Because I actually don't want the enemies to spawn continuously. I want to get this moving. Oh, wrong one. And now, because I got that upgrade for her, you can see the conditional dice greater or equal to 3 inflict burning. So now I'm going to inflict burning to this. And that does cancel out, by the way. When I use splash, it puts wet on it. So that tent had wet on it from Elm using splash. You can see when you go to the tent, the splash is gone now and it has burning. They cancel each other out. So keep that in mind. I just end turn. How dare you? Spawned one. Let's see if I can reroll. Hey, I got the 6. I'm gonna put you down like Hammertown. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what that means. Put you down like Hammertown. Look, sometimes words just go. Oh, what are my bonus? Apply wet, defeat enemies with fire damage. Ooh, okay. Okay, wet. And I'm gonna heal Amber. Is the music too loud? I don't think so, right? Okay. So these guys have 6 health, but the archers only have 5, so I'm gonna take down one of the archers. And there's my 1 of 2. And I'm gonna deal some damage to this little bastard here. It's great. I love this game. I love the art. I love the game and play mechanics and everything. It's all just magnifique. Very, very bueno. Alright, I'm gonna take down the tent. Stop them from spawning. Put a little shield on. I'm gonna get right up in their faces. I'm kind of using Christian as bait, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie. We'll finish off this guy. Heal up Amber.
Yeah.
Now, Elm, you can just fuck off because I'm not gonna need you now. Oh, I didn't even realize Elm got hurt. That's like That's half his health. Jesus Christ.
Woo!
Oh, I don't have enough movement to get to him. Yeah, that's right. You ain't gonna get through my armor. Or shield. Little bastard, you. Come here. I got a big fat dice for you. See, this time I got money for the main quest, and I got an item for the bonus. I try to do the bonuses as much as I can, but like late in your run, they get pretty hard sometimes, especially on Tactician. Okay, so I showed you earlier that you can go in here. Now, if you go up to a mission and you forget, and you hit start, it does warn you, which is very nice. I also very appreciate that. You can still spend some skill points. You can either ignore it and start the mission anyway, or you could go and you can spend your skill points, which obviously you should. Okay, I'm gonna put them on Elm this time. I'm gonna increase my amount of uses. I am going to I don't know how much I'm gonna do that. Nah, I might as well. I was gonna say, I don't know how much I'm really gonna need this playing on normal difficulty, like for healing people. I was gonna say maybe I might take Entangle, but whatever. Okay, equipment. I completely forgot about this. So, Butcher's Knife. Trisect. Split a die into 3. So, basically what that does... I'm gonna actually put that on Elm. I don't care about that. I'm not gonna use that. I'm actually gonna put that on Elm, because that'll be kind of nice for him later. Basically what that does... I mean, it splits the dice into 3. Okay, so this is another defend mission, except I am not in control of Ruby. This is actually one of the shops. I wish I pointed it out before I started the mission, but it showed you the reward was Ruby, essentially. Meaning, I'm unlocking the shop. So when I go back to town, I'm going to have the shop. Okay, and turn. Yeah. So for dash, it's the same thing. Gain dice, extra movement. So you really want to look and see. So like 1, 2, 3. So I can save my 4, or I can save my 5, and I can just use my 4, and that'll give me enough to get over here. And I can go ahead and smack them upside the head. And turn. Ruby at full health and defeat 4 enemies. Ooh, I rolled Snake Eyes. That's bad. Damn, bro. I don't even have enough range. Now I do. And that inflicted burn, so on his next turn, he's just gonna die immediately. Because he's got 1 health and no resistances. I'm not fond of the attacks that deal set damage. I mean, I understand, I absolutely understand the necessity of them. Like, obviously you need them, because if everything just did maximum damage every time... You know what? I'm actually gonna leave this guy alive and let Amber finish him, and I'm gonna take out the tent. Hold up. Undo. Let me do that first. Get my money. Now I'll go. So the undo only works for your movement. So if I move and I attack, I cannot undo the attack to undo the movement. It's only for the movement. If you move and you move through an environmental hazard and take damage, you can no longer undo that movement. Even if you didn't attack, because you took damage, you can't undo it. I will say that is my one single gripe with this game. Well, aside from Elm not having the bear, I'll count that as a gripe. All right, I'll count that as a complaint. But my one real true complaint is there are items and character abilities in the game that whatchamacallit. Okay, I'm not. What if I... No, I'm gonna have to use my... There are items and character abilities in the game where you place down... I really wish I could take care of the archer. Where you place down traps. So like a bear trap, or a stun trap, or an explosive mine. And if you yourself are not paying attention, the pathfinding for the characters is not that great. Your character will willingly walk through their own trap, and it will set it off, and you will take damage. That has happened to me more times than I would like to admit, because I do not pay attention. And it was very frustrating when that happened to me when I was trying to do Tactician on the hardest difficulty. That was extremely frustrating. Okay, Ruby is full health, so I don't have to worry about that. I mean, I don't have to, but I might as well defend. Ooh, big 6. Finish him off with an explosion.
Hey.
Hey. So, right there, you can see that was one of my rewards. I got Ruby, the shop. Now, this is where the game is cool because I also have access to the shop right now in this region. So I can go and shop at Ruby's.
Hey.
And I can buy stuff. So I can buy the fire ring, I could buy the infernal scroll, lightning amulet, the thunderclap staff, got the thunderclap them cheeks. So items, bag of rocks. This gives me an action. So if I equip this to one of my characters, I have the throw rock action. Deal 2 physical damage. A whole whopping 2 damage. Leather shirt. Just a basic +3 health. Crude bomb. I actually like getting one of these and putting them on Christian usually, because it gives Christian a ranged attack. And he's primarily melee. He doesn't have any distance, so it's nice to have the option. Ring of Fire resistance. Infernal Scroll. Summon Imp. Summon an Imp companion to fight alongside you. I actually want this. So, what I am going to do, I'm going to sell my stale leftovers and buy the thunderclap.
Oh.
Oh. Party. And this is Elm specific as well. Also, I realized I forgot to show you guys what that does, but that's fine. That's fine. It's not like we would have any actions to use for all of those dice anyway. But I guess technically on Elm we do. I also have more skill points. And I know I haven't put any into Chris yet, but that's fine. So I'm gonna do this. And now I'm gonna put one into Chris for increased amount of uses. And I'm also gonna give Chris the power amulet. So back. And this shop, I'm going to have access to it for the entirety of this region. So even though I already went into the shop, bought stuff, sold stuff, and now I have exited, I can go around, I can do every single one of these, and I can go back to the shop and still use it. Like, I can go do this mission, go back to the shop, buy or sell stuff. I can go do this mission, go back to the shop, buy, sell stuff. It's a really good game. I like it a lot. Oh, I will say another thing. I kind of wish there were skins for the characters. That's not really so much a complaint as just a personal request. It would be so cool if there were challenges you could do for the characters to unlock skins for them. I would love that. Okay, burning 2 enemies. Well, I'm just gonna walk up on this guy and absolutely rape him in the butthole. He's dead. Okay. And turn. Ideally... I was gonna say, ideally I'd roll a 5 at least and be able to kill this person, but that's a shame. I guess what I'm gonna do instead is move her over here. That's the wrong one. I'll just do some work on the tent. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention, like, so for Elm, he's got 3 dice now because I selected that in his upgrade tree. How many? I think you can get up to 5 dice, and then there are other methods to get more dice, but like just specifically from upgrades in the skill tree, I think you can get up to 5. But you can have, I think there's an achievement. Hold up, I'm looking for it. Okay, here. Like, there's an achievement for 10 dice. And there's other dice-related achievements that are fun. Okay, what are we doing here? I guess I can show you. It would be in stuff? No, dice. So, split a die into 3. So this is going to become 3 ones, basically. And now I have 5 dice. And I can go ahead and I can re-roll one of these dice. Now I have a 2. That's actually very useful on Elm. So what I'm going to do... And the reason I put that on Elm as well is because Splash, it doesn't matter what the dice value is, and it doesn't have any dice requirements. I mean, I know I only have 2 uses for it, but it's still nice because then I can also heal. I also have this now that I just got, and here's our first dice requirement. So for Lightning Bolt, it requires an even dice, so 2, 4, or 6. And I can plug that in, and I can use it. And I'm dealing 4 lightning damage, because it is deal dice plus 2. And that is because of the staff, I believe. I don't think it does plus 2 by default. I think it's doing plus 2 because I equipped the staff to him. I think it's normally just deal dice damage. And there is also a synergy with the wet and the electric. Ooh. Now I actually kind of... Oh, poop. Well, let me do this. Because I have 2 uses. So let me weaken him. Now I'll move up. Yeah, any action that you do after moving cancels out your undo. Like, I re-rolled that dice after moving, so I couldn't undo my move. But it wasn't that big of a deal. Okay, you got 2 health. What I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, I just got that achievement. Fire starter. I twisted fire starter. I'm a fire starter. Now I'm gonna kill you. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you. So I apply wet. Oh, well, I can't. I can't show you because I'm killing the tent. But basically it does more damage. Okay. So this is the boss fight, I believe. Is it? No, not yet. That's just a big guy. I think this one's the boss fight. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna do this one though. See, I'm glad they do that because I would forget. I would forget every single time. So, this has a dice requirement, right? We spoke about that already. It requires an even dice. You go down here to the split upgrades. Remove input dice value constraints. We love that. Stuff like that is amazing. Okay. I need 2 more. I really want... Oh, it's up here. I forgot that it's up there. I thought it was in this one. I really want Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning is fun. I guess I'll just do... I guess I'll just increase the output. Make it do more damage. So yeah, I am gonna be funneling a lot of skill points into Elm. Because I like his abilities. He's one of my favorite characters. Okay, so this one is waves. I am defending. Survive 3 waves. There are currently 4 enemies. There will be more spawning. Okay. So, Chris, I'm gonna go ahead and move you right up to this guy. Reroll this one. That's good. That's... Oh, that was almost perfect. Man, if I had gotten another 5, I could have put him down. That would have been so good. Oh well. So these guys are over here. Okay, so... 7 damage, right? That's what it says. This guy's got wet on him. 11 damage. That's huge. That's 4 extra damage just because I got the guy a little excited and he squirted all over himself. He got all wet. Yeah, I am gonna finish this guy off. And I would have liked to take out the archer, but I'm not going to be able to get the distance. I'm not going to be able to get over there to him. How dare you, sir? How dare you? I guess I'll finish them all. I was debating on whether or not to just, like, leave it to the burn to kill him, but There's no point. There's no point leaving him alive to run around for like 3 turns just to burn me, just to keep smacking me as he burns to death. Lightning bolt! I think I can get him. Yeah. I couldn't remember if the rock impeded my vision or not. Like these tree stumps impede my vision. I can't attack behind them, but the rock is alright. Also, hold up. So this is where this kind of stuff comes in handy. Because now I've got 3 more dice. And what I can do is I can apply wet. Oh, that's right. I already used lightning bolt. I forgot. I was so excited. I thought I was about to kill this guy, but I forgot I already used lightning bolt. But that gives me so much dice that I killed off the archer. I used splash twice and brought this guy down 4 health. And I healed myself because I had so many dice from the butcher's knife. Ooh, just shy. I don't have enough movement to get over to him. But you know what? I'll use that and I'll get over here. I'll put myself in between this big douche bagel and Elm. Okay, you are dead. I'll re-roll this. Nice. Alright. Gonna move you here and kill off this guy. If he only had 3 health left, I would have put that damage into this dude, but... Oh, I'm killing you. I am killing you. Y'all smell that? Smells like bacon. Crispy. Crispy, crackling bacon. Can I reach her? No. If I really wanted to, I could have split that 3 and boosted my movement and everything, and whatever. Burn, baby, burn. Just go and burn, oh, burn, baby, burn. Just go. Alright. That's the last guy. Right here, this guy, this big dumb looking dude right here. He's the last one. That is literally the best I could have done, and it still wasn't enough to kill him because my other dice was only a 3. That's a shame. Just shy. Ah. That's the boss. This guy right here. He's the big bad. He's the real big bad evil guy. So this... I mean, it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to use that. The target's next attack deals an additional 2 lightning damage. So it's just a buff. Elm gets it. If I chose to, I could spend a perk in that and get it. Or I could put this static bracer on Chris or Amber, and then they get the ability to use it, but it's not that big of a deal. What I am going to do, though... do... 2 and 3. Yeah. Because I really want Chain Lightning. I really want Chain Lightning for the next region. I mean, granted, Chain Lightning would help me out a lot right now as well. But I don't have it yet. I don't have it. Okay, I'm Amber. Amber's up first. Not to be confused with Amber Heard. Heard these nuts. And I'm in a unfortunate spot here. I guess I'll just do this. Oh, I forgot to move. Alright. Kill this guy off. And we'll finish off the tent. And what else do I want to do? Let's move Elm up here. Ooh, that's unfortunate. You know what I really hate? When I constantly reroll and I just get straight ones. You see how I took 0 damage twice? That's because of the power amulet. That's because they're only rolling 2s, so they're only doing 2 damage to me, but the amulet reduces all physical damage by 2. So I take 0 damage. It's great. I freaking love it. Okay. Kill this guy.
Got him.
Buff up for a dash. Get up in his face. I'm basically just trying to distract them because I don't want them doing damage to this guy, because that's one of my bonus missions. I also have a bonus mission for Elm to be at full health. But I mean, I can heal him with Elm's healing word, and it would still count for the mission even if he does take damage, as long as I heal him back up to full. And it's the same thing for Elm as well. I can just heal him back up, but I usually try to avoid the damage just so I don't have to waste the dice healing. You know what? I'm gonna go up here instead. I'll kill this one off, and I'll use this on him, so he's a little bit weaker, and I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about rolling a straight 6 to get him. How dare you, bro? Frick. That's gonna be annoying. Because I only have the one healing ability. So now that means it's gonna take 2 turns for me to... Dang it. Oh, I didn't put the... I was gonna say, I'm like, did that really not do enough damage? Hey there, Porco. What's up, buddy? Unfortunately, your death is gonna have to be slow and painful, because I kinda need to heal up the cart back to full health so I can get my full mission. Oh yeah, if there's something blocking the way, he can't continue. So with Amber there, he's not going to be able to move. There you go. Full health. Alright, porkers. Time to die. And it really was slow and painful in the end. I had to hit him twice because I didn't roll a 4. I didn't get anything good. Most of the items I usually just end up selling anyway. Skills. Do I want Earthquake or do I want to summon a wolf? I'll get the wolf. I'll get the wolf because I'm gonna be using Chain Lightning anyway. You know what? I guess let me put that on him because he's got the Butcher Knife, so I can give myself a buttload of extra dice. And I could just be doing a buttload of extra damage because of that. This one's fun. So I've got all these chickens here, right? And I have to pick them up and return them to the pen. There is an achievement. There is an achievement for doing this without losing any of the chickens. And I'm gonna make an attempt at that. It's gonna be a very sad attempt, probably. But it's rough. It's rough because these freaking enemies, bro. They just really like to kill the chickens. And it's like, how do I get over here? How do I get over here? They're so far away. Because my wolf can actually help as well. So for this mission, it's the same thing as the treasure chests. You gotta use a dice to interact with the chicken and whatchamacallit, move them. It's so funny to me, the idea of a wolf picking up a chicken in the mouth and then throwing it. Right now, I'm basically just... Well, let me do this. Right now, I'm basically just getting my characters out there so they're in the way of the enemies, and they're not... He just one-shot that freaking chicken, bro. Man! Well, there goes that. Did I not apply burning? Was that bugged? That's got to be bugged. That is close enough. That is one chicken in the pen. Dude, I'm so annoyed by that. Freaking one-shot my chicken, bro. What the heck? Hi. Hi, Nala. Hi, baby. Hi. Ah, stupid chicken. And you don't have to, for this mission, you don't even have to worry about, like, killing anybody. Aside from just, like, defending the chickens, but there's no objective. I mean, again, aside from the bonuses. But in general, there's no, like, main objective to win this battle to have to kill anybody. Mwah. What? What is it, baby? What do you want? I think does Elm also have a chicken, or does he? No, he threw his already. I love the sounds that they make. It's real funny. That chicken's in the way. What, baby? She wants my attention. So now I am gonna try to get my bonuses here. I mean, I know this isn't anything for my bonus missions, but if I can kill somebody and get money, why not? I have to apply burning, and I have to defeat enemies with ranged attacks. There we go, that's good. There's one. I need one more. So, Elm, I'm gonna need you to sit that chicken down right there for now. Because if I put that chicken in the pen, it ends the mission, and I still need to do my bonuses. Unfortunately. And again, I mean, why not? If I can run up on people and kill them and get money, why not? Little extra gold never hurt nobody. Right, Nala? Right? Little extra gold. Oh, I guess you're just gonna sit there, Christian. Can't go nowhere. How dare you shoot my dog? There we go. Big old 6. And both of my bonuses. End turn. Elm, are you ready to wrangle the last chicken? You know, it's pretty fitting that he's the one that did most of the chicken wrangling, because he is the druid, you know?
Yeah.
Also, I think I am gonna lower this just a little bit. Because I feel like it is a bit loud. Okay, so that is That is everything except for the boss fight. I mean, I could just do this back in the town. I could just do this back in the town, but I'm gonna sell them here anyway.
Hey.
Hey. I think I do a pretty good impression, right? I sound sexy. Voluptuous. Right? Tell me I'm sexy. Okay, so we're gonna do... Your wounds... No. Oh, that is another thing. I don't like... So you can undo your skill points, but you see how I undid this one? That completely undid this tree, which I don't like. I don't know why. I don't know why the coding, however it is that they coded it, that it works like that. If I have points in this tree, unless the only time I can understand it is like this has a requirement, right? I have to have a certain number of skill points to unlock this. If I undo that, I no longer have the requirement. If I have skills allocated in here, actually, I guess that is why it's doing it, isn't it? On further review, I take everything back. I'm stupid. I apologize. I mean, granted, it is still annoying, but it makes sense, and I understand why it does that now. I was just being stupid. I was being very stupid. Alright, we're gonna go kill us a boss. Hi, baby. Hi. Here's a little cutscene.
Well, what have we here? What's that, girl? Are these the party poopers that have been ruining our fun? And they think they're strong enough to take down the mighty duo and let them settle all on their own? That's what I thought. You little party ends here. Prepare to eat dirt.
I don't know how much of that actually got through. I wasn't looking at my audio, so I don't know if I was too loud. That might have clipped out. I don't know. Okay. So, the fun thing is I have chain lightning now. So what that means... This is one of the very few attacks that has a dice requirement that you cannot actually get rid of with one of the split perks. So it requires 2 dice, and the dice needs to equal each other. So if I plug a 3 in here, it requires another 3. But if I have what I need, I can do a lot of dangerous stuff to these enemies. I actually wasted a wet. I actually didn't even need to do that. Oh, I didn't even realize that had a minimum. I was gonna split this too, because I wanted to get closer to Chris so I could reach him. Oh, this even also has a minimum of 3, so never mind. Actually, you know what? Hold up. Well, never mind. Never mind. I wanted to put Rejuvenate on him because that would have been nice and helpful, because the boss is gonna do big damage. And Chris is gonna be my little tanker boy. Hi, baby.
I love you. I love you so much, my precious. My precious baby. Yeah, my precious baby. Oh, good girl.
I'm gonna put Chris right here and defend. Okay. Ooh, big number. Big number, big number. Ooh, even bigger number. Okay, Elm, you're gonna do some dirty work right now, my boy. We're gonna get this guy wet. We're gonna get this guy wet. And we're gonna do a little bit of chain lightning. Has a lot of damage. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. That's why I like Elm. And that chain lightning, so damage to all targets within range of each other. So the radius is 3. So any enemy, like these two over here, they're too far apart from each other because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles technically, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think the chain lightning would work there. But anything within 3, it'll chain. If there are like 100 enemies and they're all like within 3 of each other, it'll chain all the way through 100 enemies. I mean, granted there's never that many enemies, but I've had some pretty sick chains, bro. Like some pretty sick chains indeed. I guess it doesn't matter. Not gonna... Oh, you little jerk. I forgot that this guy gave them shields. I hate that. Let's move you... You over here. I'm kind of trying to get everybody close to each other because I really want the chain lightning. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna move you down here as well. I don't want to be too close to Elm though because this guy's got some AoE attacks and Elm is squishy compared to Christian. I know Elm technically has the most health in the party. Oh, whoa, whoa! What are you doing? How dare you just ignore Christian like that? You filth, you animal, you monster. You're about to get graped in the butthole. Oh my gosh, he's about to get graped. So, I have 2 6s. You know what that means? It's party time. I should have moved him. I don't know why I didn't move him. I just left them there. Easy win, right?
Ooh, that hurt. You took my girl away from me. You're going to regret that.
Or so you thought. Ain't so easy victory after all, huh? It's still gonna be a pretty easy win, but there's phase 2. Isn't that right, Nala? Isn't that right, baby? My good girl. Yeah. Yeah. My good baby. Alright, Christian, get back in there and tank like you're supposed to, man. You're over here letting your healer take all the damage. Horrible, horrible tank. And watch, Christian is still gonna complain at the end of the game, like, where are my heals at? That's the AoE I was scared of. That almost took out Amber. I'm over here playing on normal mode and I almost just lost a freaking hero. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh. Alright, you know what? Yeah. I wanted to get some damage on him. Minimum 3. I think I can remove that. I keep going to use it because I think there's a perk. I think there's an upgrade to remove the requirement that I'm so used to having. Ooh, that's not bad. I always do stuff backwards. I should have smacked him first, then moved away to do the fireball. Instead, I just wasted a ton of movement. Oh, Hamlet. You poor fat pigger boy, you. Guy.
I will get you next time.
That sounds like Ronald Reagan. Oh, I completely forgot. I completely forgot to look at my bonus missions. Frick. Oh well. Coca-Cola. I got Wendy's after work. I always every Saturday, because it's the last day of my work week, after work I go and I get myself Wendy's to like treat myself a little bit to some fast food. Not that I really eat that healthy at home on a regular basis anyway, but I like Wendy's, and so I treat myself. I always get a Coke, no ice, because it just waters it down. And you get less drink that way as well. Anyway. There's gonna be some dialogue here, blah blah blah.
Oh.
The Mystic
Yeah.
and the shop, and also this. Okay, so I'm gonna go down. The Mystic, we didn't actually see the Mystic in that region. I don't know. I don't know if the Mystic will appear in run, like in a region, on lower difficulties. Because I've only ever done one run of normal before, and then everything else I've done beyond that is Tactician. And on Tactician, I would see missions in region, like a defend mission to defend the mission, like how I would defend the Ruby, except it's just the Mystic's tent, and I have to defend the tent. Like a wave, like waves, like that, like the defend waves. And then you have access to the Mystic in region, which is really freaking good. Because what the Mystic can do is one of 3 things. The third thing isn't listed right now, because all of my heroes are alive. But if one of my heroes gets defeated and they turn into a ghost, I come to the Mystic, pay a little money, you know, a little something shiny. He brings them back to life. And then I can also, because I am stupid, I want to make sure you guys understand this as well. For some reason, my brain thought the thing on the left is what I was like buying with. So like I thought the very first time I came to the Mystic, I was spam clicking this because I was like, oh bro, I can buy skill points, and I was spam clicking this. And then I went to go and use them, and I was like, where the heck did all my skill points go? And I realized this is the service, this is the cost. So I was selling my skill points for 150 gold. But you could also buy skill points for 200, and then 300, 400, and it ramps up from there. 5, 6, 7. Really freaking good.
Oh.
Mid region to have the Mystic comes in clutch. Because the tactician run that I actually won, I had to revive Amy like 3 times. Because Amy just kept freaking dying. Oh, that's new. This is also new. I've never seen this before, I don't think. Ooh, that's good. Okay, sell. I don't have any frost damage, so of course I'm gonna sell that. These 3 things right here are all very good. I also like this. This is also pretty good. I think I'm gonna get the Ring of Endurance and Vitality. And I will say, I don't think these items cycle. So like once you unlock the shop, you're here in the shop. These are the items you're gonna have for the entire run. I don't think like when you go into a new region and then you come back out and you go to the shop again, I don't think it refreshes. I think it's these items. Because there are other shops you can unlock. So you're gonna have new items to purchase that way. But like if I go into a run and I come back out, I can come back here and I can still buy this. Because this is really good. I actually really like the Sentry Gun blueprint. The other stuff is kind of like this I don't care about at all. This is good, but I think compared to the Sentry Gun, it's not nearly as good. Like the Sentry Gun is twice, if not 3 times as good as the decoy. And I mean, this is alright. I still don't really know, is resistant like, does it reduce the damage or does it make you resistant to the damage entirely? Scratch my head. Got an itch. Okay, so Chris, you are going to get the Ring of Vitality. And Elm, you are going to get the Ring of Endurance. Now, I already have my chain. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to come in here now. And I want to get her some helpful stuff here. And Chris as well. Okay. Fireball is also really good. But later on she gets Meteor Shower, which is basically Fireball, but a fuck ton. And she also gets Summon Imp. Most of her abilities are kinda eh. But I just think she's adorable as a character, as a design. That's the main reason I like her. But I actually like, in regards of like their abilities, so far from what I've played, I really like Elm most. He's got the most versatility in my opinion. Aside from like, he doesn't have any melee attacks, but that doesn't matter. So we're gonna go ahead and do Blackbone Bay. And this is gonna be the last region, and then I'm gonna go fight the boss, because I'm not gonna do all 4. I already said that. I'm just saying it again because, I don't know, maybe you forgot. But anyway, this is also probably gonna go a lot faster. What do we got? Hour and 29 minutes in. Technically, hour 24 because of my 5-minute pre-start. But, this will probably go faster just because I'm not like pausing to explain stuff. There's also an achievement to have villagers kill things. So I kind of want to get some kills. I think I have 3. You have to have them kill 25 enemies, which is kind of insane. Wait, what the heck? Did I just re-roll twice? I thought I only had 1 re-roll for her. Did the game glitch? And I really need to, I'm over here thinking about the achievement, but I gotta keep the villager safe. Unfortunately, they're not close enough yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast a quick rejuvenate on her, just to be safe. And we'll go ahead and get dirty here. Start killing things. I really want to show you guys one of the big ones. I really want to show you guys one of the big chains. I need to kill enemies with fire damage, so I think I'm just gonna let that guy burn. I'm gonna use this dice to get up here to the chest. Thankfully, I don't have a bonus to keep the villager like alive. Yeah, that's annoying because they're wet. They take less damage. They're wet by default, and because of that, they take a little bit less damage from the fire. Oh, you know what? I can do... I don't remember them needing to be equal. Shoot. Oh, I freaking got it. Oh. Alright, we'll kill this one. I should have killed him. I'm stupid. I should have killed him because he was going to burn next turn anyway. I am stupid. See, I'm nervous because I don't think she'll die. Like, I don't think he'll be able to do 10 freaking damage to her. But I also don't want to take the risk. Oh, you cheeky bastard. I didn't realize he had his shield on. I would have done that differently. Glue. Glue's alright. Basically what glue does is it lets you combine 2 dice. Nothing that special. I mean, it's useful. Don't get me wrong, it's useful, but I really want to kill one of these guys. I only do 2 damage though. Oh well. he's gonna burn anyway. Get moving up here. Guess I could just end my turn. I'll finish him off. I'll do it right this time. Use splash to get rid of the shield. And then electrocute his chicken butt. His fishy butt. His fishy chicken butt. Gonna end my turn. And he's dead. And my boner missions are good. Glue! Did y'all eat glue when you were younger? Anybody? Anybody? I didn't. I'm not saying I did. At least not that I remember. I don't think I did. Yeah, combine 2 dice. Nothing special. Yeah, Chris doesn't really have much fun stuff either, really. I mean, they're the starting characters anyway. I mean, Elm is a starting character as well, but his loadout, bro, his skill tree is just oh, so good. Okay, defeat 3 enemies with a single action. That is a single action, meaning a single attack. Not like a single turn as that character. I made that mistake, and I learned what it meant, and then I continued to make the mistake anyway because I would forget. Because the way it's worded to me makes it seem like one in a single action of the character. Like the character's turn is their action, so like it doesn't matter.
Money. Money. Oh, money. So shiny. Ooh.
Don't ask. I'm a fucking weirdo. So don't ask. Ooh, big numbers. Big numbers over here. Y'all want to see something fun? Oh, he's not in range? Oh. Man. Little bastard, you. Let me get rejuvenate on her. Should die with that. That's not what I wanted, but I'm doing this because I want them to group up. So I'm kind of getting them close to each other. That shouldn't kill him, right? I don't want to kill him. I just want to hurt him a little bit. Make him weak. Okay. I'll move you here. Or no, we'll move you there. I mean, I'm kind of grouping them all up. They're all gonna get hurt by these guys. But I don't think they're gonna take too much damage. guess you could just fuck off over here in the corner or something. I don't know. Oh, and you know what? I'm just gonna move her out of the way. Big number. Alright. Hopefully I can do it with the threes. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. All in one attack. And the main reason that happens, so there's a couple of reasons. I have the Thunderclap staff on him, so that increases the output by 2, so I'm already doing an additional 2 damage. And then I'm doing even more than that, because there's the other perk that increases all of my lightning damage by 1. And then on Chain Lightning specifically, I did the one perk already that increases up by 1. So you can see there in the little plaque, deal dice plus dice divided by 2, and then plus 4. So I was doing 3 dice. So 3 and 3 is 6 divided by 2, 3, 7 damage, and then they were all wet. They're all wet by default because they're fish people. That is also the reason why I chose Black Bone, because Chain Lightning. I really wanted to showcase that because I think it's freaking awesome. And everybody's dead. That easy. Glue and veggie smoothie. Okay, so this is how you unlock characters. This is also... I already have Melody unlocked, but I will explain in a second here. I didn't think I would be doing that much more explaining, but... I guess I'll get taunt. So the main reason, even though I already unlocked Melody and I have her as a playable character, the reason that this is still a thing is because if your heroes get defeated and they turn into ghosts, you can swap them out. So if Amber, Christian, or Elm die, I come over here, I do this mission in this region, and I save Melody, I can swap out the ghost for Melody. The reason you want to do that is because when your heroes die and become ghosts, all of their abilities are locked. They have specific ghost ability sets. For, like, well, not like for each character has their own ghost abilities. It is a ghost-specific ability set that they all get when they die and are ghosts. It's kind of rough. They're not the greatest abilities, so you really don't want your people to die. Or if you get the opportunity to, you're gonna want to swap them out. Fly wet and lightning damage. Okay. And I'm so tempted. I want to use Melody so bad just because I love her character design so much. But I want to showcase each character. So tomorrow is gonna be Amy, Barbara, and probably Elm again. And then Monday is gonna be Pete, Melody, and Sprocket, because I haven't even played them yet. So I'm gonna do them. Oh come on. I mean, it would be so overpowered if it worked diagonally like that, but when you see them physically that close, but it doesn't chain because they're technically 4 spaces away. Ah. Naughty, naughty. Oh, you tease me. Teasing me, you naughty, naughty. Sucks. It really sucks to see it. Oh, also that is the one that I did last round, or last mission, is one of the harder bonus challenges to do in late game. Like when you're doing tactician, it's pretty difficult to kill like 3 or 4 or 5 enemies in a single attack, because they all have a lot more health, and it's something else, my dudes and gals. Oh, fuck it! I don't care how big the room is. I cast fireball. It's one of my favorite fucking things. I want to play D&D so bad. I had a group that I played with a little bit. But we had like a few sessions before it all fell apart for some reason. Somebody I think somebody got married and they just didn't have time to play, and then I don't know why everybody else kind of fell out of it, but I loved it so much. We played literally like a few times and then that was it. Also, Melody, I'm very sorry, but I'm gonna keep you in there for a little bit. Just because when you're doing this mission and you save the other hero, they become playable in that round. So you have, for a very limited time, four playable characters that you're controlling. And I don't wanna see what her abilities are. I don't want the sneak peek. I don't wanna get spoiled. I mean, I know what her very basic abilities are, because I did look at them in the character select, but I don't want to spoil anything else after that, because they do get their abilities. Like, if you unlock them later in your run, you do get their later abilities. Like, they have them unlocked automatically. So I need to apply wet, and then I need to Zeus lightning up his butt. Oh, and I need to free Melody. Forgot about that. Sorry, Melody. I know I literally said out loud that I was gonna keep you in there for a couple seconds, but then I completely forgot that I still had to free you. Lightning in a bottle? Oh my gosh. Y'all know what that does? Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think it's as good as I think it is. See, look, I can swap my hero now. Yeah, that's not as good as I was thinking. I mean, it's still not bad, but for some reason I got excited thinking it gave me chain lightning. And I was like, I gotta have 2 heroes with chain lightning now. See, this is where it's kind of like it doesn't really matter. Because most of his, like, they're not horrible. Like, Holy Wrath is decent. Sanctuary's not bad. Blinding Light isn't bad. But, they're just not necessary. Like, they're not necessary unless you're playing on one of the higher difficulties. Alright, apply Taunted and defeat enemies with ranged attacks. And I really don't like... I guess we'll go to the bottom right. Start throwing you this way. Haunted. I need to do this. There's 2 of my 3. Oh, that's right. Because I increased my... I was like, how did I kill that guy? I had a 6 dice and he had 8 health. I forgot that I increased my output. Although I need to be careful because I do need to kill 4 enemies with ranged attacks. I hate that. I hate that so much. Taking less damage just because he's wet. I'm over here trying to kill you, bro. You want to be wet? That's so good. That's so good because that's literally a snake eye. That's literally a 1. And I still kill him because I have all the freaking buffs and stuff. And I guess I just chill. How dare you? That is a child. Bro, that is a child. Alright, here's my taunt. And I don't want to kill any of these guys because I have to. I gotta kill them with Helm. I'm actually just gonna end my turn. I was originally gonna move him and start making my way up to this guy, but then I remembered. Then I remembered that I taunted them. So I'm like, if I move, they're gonna probably chase me, and I don't want to move them away from the cluster. Chain lightning! Oh. There. There's my boners. You can just sit there, kid. You don't gotta go anywhere. It's been a while since I've done this much talking after work. My friend and I haven't really played Apex in a while. And to be honest, I don't really mind that. Like, I think I had mentioned at one point that I was like, oh, I heard Fuse is supposed to be getting a buff. And he did. He got a rework. And apparently it's really absurd. But I just don't care. I'm not really that interested for some reason. Yeah, there it is. It does have remove dice input restraints. I'll get that next. I don't know, I still like games like that. I still like the competitive FPS, but I don't know. I just don't care that much anymore. It's exhausting to play them sometimes. The clanking of his armor. I was so close to killing that thing in one. Let's see, can I reach it? No, I'm just barely out. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I am... Damn, that stupid fish. This stupid fish had to move. Because I think I could have had, all the way from him, I could have had this whole loop, I think. Because he was like right here or something. No, maybe not. I think I would have only had these four. But still, that stupid fish had to move. Who gave you permission to move, you little bastard, you? Screw you, buddy. Oh, he's got that. That's killed me. That has killed me a few times with Elm. So the orange ones, I don't think there's any left now, but the orange ones in particular, they have an ability that they basically just like reverse the damage. I think they reverse it completely. Like, I don't think they take any damage and they just like bounce it back at you. And it sucks. I've literally killed myself as Elm using chain lightning with that before, so you do have to be careful with that. It is very, very fun using chain lightning in this region, but you do have to be careful with that, because it sucks. You can die. Did I just hit myself? I didn't even know that was possible. I hit myself with Slash. I didn't know that was possible. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Alright, time to fry some fish. Again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to check my bonus challenges. Oh well. Oh, you know what? I might still be able to do it because I do need a. I need to go up here and break that. So if that's gonna spawn enemies, I could technically still do it, but that would be a real pain in the ass to do. Yeah, I don't need Amber then, because my bonus challenges are apply wet and melee damage, or melee kills. And what's great is this counts twice. Even though I just applied wet to it, if I attack it again, it still counts. So that's really nice. You're dead. You're almost dead. Holy crap. Just hanging on by a thread. That sucks. I should have moved Amber up, because she also technically has a melee attack. Oh well. Did I? Oh my gosh! I just almost rolled through nothing but sixes. That's insane. I don't think I've ever done that before naturally like that. I mean, I technically didn't do anything. It's RNG, but I don't think that's ever happened to me. Not that I've been playing the game for very long, but... Ooh, I got a rotten fish! How delightful. I'm sure that won't smell at all. Okay, party. Yeah, I don't care about the rotten fish. Remove input dice. This is nice. This is also really good for late game. I've never really used Healing Rain. It just doesn't feel necessary. You know, I guess let's do that. Then I really need to be putting some points into my rerolls here. I gotta get the imp. I have to show you guys the imp. Imp is fun. I mean, there's nothing special about the imp. It's just a summon ally, but I don't know, I like summons. I think summons are fun. Says the guy who hasn't used the wolf all but once or twice. This is Jeff. He's a shopkeeper. He's got ability, like he can melee attack, and he throws he can throw a rotten fish. But again, I'm supposed to protect him, so I never really bother. I guess I'll start moving you up this way. I don't think I can reach anybody. I have to kill 3 enemies for this stupid thing. Hopefully these two stay close together, and hopefully... No, he didn't spawn close enough. I always forget. I need to see. I'm pretty sure I can remove that limitation on Fireball. Pretty sure I can.
Got him.
It sucks because I don't want to freaking do anything yet because I want them to stay together. They're not gonna touch Chris. They're not gonna get through him. I forgot that one was down there. I don't think that's close enough. They're not close enough. Gosh darn it, bro. Ooh, okay, that's close enough. That makes me happy. I'm also gonna start moving you over here because... Alright, Elm, it's your time to shine, buddy. And that's my bonus. You guys didn't see that, okay? Between you and me, y'all didn't see that. So for those of you who actually didn't see, what just happened was I didn't do enough damage to kill this guy, and he had the reflect that I said I had to worry about and never pay attention. So I fucked that up. That's alright, I can still maybe do it. Ow. I'm gonna end up dying here trying to do the stupid bonus challenges. They literally don't even matter. Like, they don't even matter. I just like doing them because I can. Alright. This time, for sure, we make sure you don't have your stupid reflect. Okay, no. Alright. There. I swear, I'm so fucking dumb sometimes.
Yeah. Thanks.
Alright, we're gonna smack you. You're almost gonna die. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna smack you, and you're actually gonna die. Alright. Finally, after a lot of pain in my butt trying to do the stupid bonus missions that don't even matter,
Ah.
Finally finished that. Alright, what do you got for me, Jeff? What do you got for me? Let me sell you my shit first. Okay. Reduce all poison damage. You honestly don't have... I guess I'll buy that. But aside from that, you got shit, bro. That's a shame. Yeah, there we go.
Got him! Woo!
We'll wait. One more mission, and then we'll get the imp. Alright. Yeah. So we'll go up here. We'll go up here and do a defend mission. And then we'll get the imp. And then we'll fight the boss. And then we'll fight the boss. The big bad boss.
Huh.
We got people down here, we got people over there, we got people up here. Okay.
Huh.
Ooh, very close.
Huh.
Roll you. Ah. Right. That's that. Melee. Fly whip. You. And doggo. Oh. Ah. I was hoping I could reach one of them and apply wet. Chris's turn. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna attack. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And one for you. Let me just see if I can't get a bigger... Nope. Alright. There we go. We'll just do that. Get over here. How did that guy run away? You run from me. Good, I got 2 cores. Do that. I can do that. And I can walk up on him and slash his fucking eyes out.
Got him!
There we go. There. One more wet. I'll just end my turn. Have y'all seen anything about that monkey? The macabre? Macabre or macabre? I think it's macabre, right? In, 10? It's in an Asian country. I can't remember off the top of my head where it is. But I was at work just, you know, doom scrolling as you do. And I kid you not, I blinked and the next thing I knew, my fucking explore page on Instagram was absolutely caked in Punch content. That's the monkey's name. Punch the monkey. And it was crazy. I think that's the biggest, most sudden appearance of content I've ever seen on my Instagram reel. Like, it was literally, it was so explosive on how fast it was. Man, this kind of sucks, doesn't it? I think what I'm actually gonna do is try and get her out of here a little bit. 'Cause she's only got 9 health left. I don't like that. Ow! I fucking misclicked. I'm not even joking. I have never done that before. Like, when I was playing off stream, when I beat my first run and I did my tactician run, at least not that I can remember, I don't think I've ever misclicked like that. And I've done it how many times now already on stream? That's insane. Who am I? I could have killed these guys. They could have been dead. I like how that guy walked away, shot me, and then came back. Like, he pulled a me. That's what I do. I could probably still reach them. Yeah. That's the good thing about having a crap ton of dice. Oh gosh darn it, you little fuck, bro. I really need to pay attention to that shit. Freaking reflected my damage again. I tell you, if you're good at games like this and you just play it on normal difficulty, like, it is such a vibe. I love this game so much. It is so fucking cute. The art, like the clay aesthetic, the art of it. It is such a vibe. Like, I cannot wait for more content. I think it was too short. This game was way too short. Like, I know it's a roguelike, and the whole point of roguelikes is to just keep replaying the same thing over and over again, essentially. But even as a roguelike, I don't think it has enough content. I think it's too short. Even as a roguelike, like, the only things that you unlock, really, in terms of like, there's no outside of being in a run. Like, right now I'm in a run, so I have these skill trees that I upgrade for my characters. But outside of the run, there is no permanent meta progression. The only meta, like, it feels weird to call it meta progression because it's not like statistic boosts, like stat boosts. But like you're on the other characters that you unlock and that you can play as, that's it. That's it. Once you unlock them and you can go and play as them and you're back in it and it's all the same again. There's very little different about the game from each run to run aside from just the ooh, I like that. Put that on her, I guess. There isn't much different at all from run to run, aside from just what characters you choose to play, and that affects the play style you choose to go with. But I want more, man. They need to do more with this game. It's too good to just be so little. I don't know how big, like, I don't know how big the studio is that worked on this and made this. I'm pretty sure it's an indie. I don't think it's from any like known studio. Like what do you call it, that like between an indie studio and a triple A? I know it's not a triple A studio, but I don't know if it's necessarily an indie either. Like I think it's just like an average studio. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I do very little research. I like game and then I play game and then that's it. Oi, leave me hearties alone. No voice acting this time. Sorry, not sorry. These two are dead. Like there's no question about it. They're just dead. Warning ye. Warning me about what? What are you gonna do about it, bro? Just the little sound effects get me. They're so funny. Like the sound Chris made was just like, It almost sounded like Voldemort's laugh in what is it, French? Y'all ever seen Voldemort laugh in different languages? It's fucking great. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that they just fucking gooped me? What, baby? What is it? What do you want, Nala? Huh? Yeah, friendly fire is a thing to worry about, unfortunately. Hi, baby. Hi. Scoochie, scoochie. Need 2 dice for him, unfortunately. I hate to break it to you, buddy, but you and your friends is gonna die. I'm pretty sure they're all dead right now. Well, aside from like the boss, but all of his friends. Yeah. We're gonna get it now. He doesn't really have a second phase. Like, he says that, but at least not that I know of. Maybe he does, and every time he says that, I just kill him before he does anything. I don't know, I like him for some reason. He's a very simple boss, there's not really that much to him, but for some reason I really like him. Probably because he's an octopus. I like octopus. They're like one of my favorite. They're like one of my favorite animals. Love me an octopus. Melody is ready to join you. So yeah, once you save a hero mid-run, they're back in town and you can swap to them at any point.
Ah. Oh.
Ah.
Fluffy baby. Ooh, another one. Yeah, I very rarely find myself using most of the stuff. Oh yeah, you know what I forgot? Hold up. Hi, baby. Yeah, I don't need that on you. So I'll sell that. Don't care about that. I guess I'll throw that on you. Not that it matters. You have a lot of health. You have a decent amount of health. You need a little bit more health. You have. What was it? Is this? Yeah, there it is. I was like, I could have sworn she had an ability, regain 1 HP whenever you deal fire damage. For some reason, I thought that was on an earlier branch of the skill tree, but I guess it's all the way at the end. Okay, back. Shop. 50.
Hey.
Sell.
Hey.
That. We're gonna buy that. I guess I'll buy it because I only have 2 things on Amber, right? She doesn't have a whole lot of equipment. You've got Foley, you've got Bull, yeah. Alright. There's absolutely no reason to organize them any specific way. I just have OCD, and for some reason, I want my items organized a certain way. Yeah, feels good. Feels right. Let me buy a couple skill points here. I think I can only afford 2.
Oh.
Oh, 1.
Oh.
Unfortunate. Not that it really matters. I'll buy that. I'll get him a reroll. Okay. And start. I think the cutscene still plays for this. Kinda. It's like the other bosses. Like that kind of cutscene. Ah, it isn't my favorite heroes. Welcome to my... What do you mean you've heard it all before? What? How rude. That's funny. That's because I've beaten the game twice already, so I've seen the boss already twice. Well, if that's the case, why don't we skip straight to the fun part? Let's dance! What you doing? My fluffy kitty cat. Okay, so I got this. And I love this because this is literally just a fucking turret. I'll summon my imp. That's the wrong thing. I don't want everybody spread out. I'm gonna start moving her up this way. And this is literally just free damage. It's really nice. And it distracts enemies too. Oops. Gosh darn it. I'm a weirdo. My cat probably thinks I belong in a psych ward. Let's just put it that way. Summon my buddy here. Move you over here. Let's make you wet. I'll split you. Oh. You know what? Fine. I'm just trying to do as much damage as possible, basically. Also, that just inflicts weaken, so every dice roll he makes is reduced by 2. Oh, bro, are you out of range of my fucking turret? Did you really have to move? Alright. It's, I'm gonna be honest, it really sucks having Amber and Elm on the same team. Because, like I said, their abilities interact in a bad way. Now the turret's useless because he's out of range, so that's great. Yeah, their abilities interact in an unfortunate way, so it kind of sucks having Amber and Elm on the same team. Which is kind of weird now that I really think about it. Like, why would they have Amber and Elm be part of the starting party if their abilities interact so poorly? That is very weird. This is I got him down to half health. He's down to half health, so he's gonna do this. I have to fight myself. I have to fight myself. Oh no. I'm just gonna end my turn there. That sounded so wrong. That sounded like she liked it. Oh, I got a debuff. I'm rolling 1 less dice. Oh, and I'm rolling... Shoot. That's annoying. I will say, I do wish I grabbed that. Chris has a perk that he can use that's, Shoot, what the frick is it called? I forget what it's called, but it's a heal spell that he has. And it removes all, Removes all negative debuffs. And I wish I had that. Yeah, that's the one bad thing about Amber is she just fucking... She hurts her own team. I also completely forgot that I need to be killing these guys. Like, I don't know why I was attacking the main boss. I literally just wasted Amber's turn. Jesus Christ. Almost nothing but sixes again. Elm is on fire, bro. Alright. We're almost there. He actually does some pretty crazy crap. Every single time I fought him or her, I actually don't know. But every single time I fought the final boss, they have even in normal mode, when my very first run, even in normal mode, they've killed all, like, at least one of my members. Well, only one. He's never killed more than one, but he's killed one of my members every time. And I really wish... I had... I hate the fact that he moved out of the fucking range of my turret. I literally spent money on that, bro. I fucking spent money on that. And now it's useless. You're not wet. Now you're wet. Hey, a 6. Actually, that does 10. Let's do... I might as well. I don't feel like mathing and seeing how to optimally use my dice. Alright, here's the final wave. Playtime is over. Oh man. You know, this tomorrow I'm actually thinking of buying some dandruff shampoo. I've had dandruff. Like, not bad dandruff. Cuz I know some people get some really bad dandruff. But I just had like minor dandruff for like as long as I can remember. For like for almost my whole freaking life. I can't even move. Jesus. Right? Freaking restrained me. He restrained me, the filthy animal. This might be the first time I actually don't lose a character. Actually, it is. It is gonna be the first time because... Oh, she's also restrained. That's nice. You're blah blah blah. You're useless. All right, Elm. All right, Elm. Take us home, buddy. Shoot. Can I move? Yes. Okay, Chris is gonna take us home. There we go. Yeah, I've had dandruff for like as long as I can remember. And I'm finally like, you know what? Let me see if I can do something about that. Oof. Thanks for getting me out of there again. So basically this is how the roguelike aspect comes in. This is how the world essentially resets and loops.
Huh?
She casts a spell that resets the time to the very beginning of the day. And that was Dobbel Dungeon. I don't know if I'm going to use that screenshot because I think I kind of actually likes the idea of doing that, but then I think the names actually started getting in there. So I don't know if I'm going to use that. I'm going to move my camera here. I actually dragged myself all the way the fuck off screen for a second there. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain was looking at my main monitor for where my camera was being positioned. We'll take a screenshot of this. My stupid generic pose. My half smirk smile. So that was almost 3 hours. That was... what, 2:43 minus 5 minutes, so like 2:38. I was like a half hour short of 3 hours. I mean, obviously it'll go faster if you're just playing yourself and you know what you're doing. I spent extra time like talking and explaining things because I'm streaming. But I mean, like I said, it's a long roguelike. Like if you get in one run is like at least an hour. So, I mean, it's good though. It's a really fun game. And that was what? That was almost 3 hours and I only did 2 regions. So, that's a lot of playtime. Let me see. So, that's your abilities. That's your abilities. That's yours. We already know all that. So Amy the Huntress. Amy is essentially a bowman. Her thing is like... I mean, it's almost all centered around the bow. And then she also has a bear trap that she puts down. I have no idea. Again, I have no idea because I've never played them. Same with Melody. But he seems like he's an all-arounder type. Because it looks like he has a melee attack and a range shot. So I'm kind of excited to try out Pete. Because remember what I said earlier when I was mentioning that item that I usually like to put on Chris? I like having at least some sort of distance attack for my melee characters just to have the option. And he seems like he's kind of built like a 50-50. Like he's melee and range. Barbara, I like Barbara. I like Barbara better than Pete because, or not Pete, better than Chris. Because Barbara's abilities are a lot more, I don't know, they're just a lot more unique and different. Sorry. Like I said, I worked today, so. Yeah, now that I really kind of think about it though, she's not that different. I don't know, I just like her better. I jive with her better. She's got chill. So Melody seems like she's the other medic. What I kind of noticed is it seems like the characters have improved, like in their abilities. Like it seems like the characters that you unlock are kind of meant to be used for tactician, the highest difficulty. Like you can use these guys, and you could probably win if you know what you're doing. But like these later characters, the ones that you unlock, um, seem more geared towards it. And then you got Sprocket. See, she's also got a trap. Oh gosh. I gotta shut down. I gotta end stream. Alright. That has been... Let me move myself back over here. And then down just a little bit. And I'll be ready for tomorrow. Alright. That has been Dobbel Dungeon. I know you can't see the title right now because I'm covering it with my ugly face. But amazing game. I really want the devs to do more. Down here, GamePie and Fmod. I don't know what's like producer, developer, studio, whatever. I don't know who's who did what. But if y'all see this, more. more. Please more. The game, at least for me, was very short. Like, I literally got more than half of the achievements in my first run. Like, I'm at 59 out of 74 right now, but that's just because the remaining achievements, like, they're kind of grindy. I mean, these two I'm gonna get on Monday when I stream and I play the last 3 characters I haven't played as yet. This one isn't hard to do. It's just, why would you want to sell your skill points? Like, sell 10 skill points? Like, I could do that easy if I wanted. This one's gonna be annoying. This one's also gonna be annoying. I have to do that as Christian. Deal holy damage. Poison damage is Amy. Ice damage is Melody. This is going to be annoying. This is also going to be annoying. And this is also going to be annoying. Actually, no, that won't be that hard. That won't be hard. I could finagle that. But, I got, like I said, I got half the achievements in my first run, and there's no like little bonus things or anything. Like I mentioned earlier, like I would honestly love if there were cosmetics. Like if you could go and look at the characters and they had little challenges like kill X amount of enemies as Christian to unlock this skin. Like I'd adore that. I would love cosmetics. You know what would also be fun? It would have been kind of cool if the witch was a playable character. Like, not the witch herself, but like, because she's a witch, if she had some sort of like magical doppelganger type thing or something, and like beating the game unlocked the witch as a playable character, like, that would have been funny. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up and bid adieu to y'all, to everyone. Thank you to anybody who came and stayed from start to finish. Thank you if you came in the middle and stayed to the end. Thank you if you are watching this on the YouTube posted VOD. Thank you if you dropped a follow and told a friend. Have a good night, good morning, whatever time of day it is where you are in the world. Peace.